Let's see. Uh, Let me know if you can see what we hitting on.
Is it live on Facebook?
Yeah, it should be, bro. It might be a little delay, but it should be hitting like right now. It say
Yeah.
it's up on my end. They say it's up there. Uh, you see it yet?
Nah, ain't nothing. Oh, yo, hit. Oh, your page. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's live.
Yeah, I'm about to say, come on, don't play me, man. It's up there. Like it's just a lag. It's just delayed, man. It's a little bit of a lag. Oh man, I gotta leave this on so I can hear you. But all right, y'all. So I'm here with the boy, Tommy Billups, man, and
What up? What up? What up? What up?
we just kind of wanted to come on live, man, and have this conversation. You know, these are things that we talk about as brothers, as friends, as supports to each other along our entrepreneurial journeys, along our journeys of
Hitting like right
fatherhood, whatever. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. There we go. It's
Okay.
pulled up. There we go.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, man, you know, these are conversations that we have behind the scenes, but I just thought it'd be cool, man, just in this era of, you know, building a brand, all of that good stuff that we talk about this openly, right? Because I know that there are other people who may fall into these different categories or they may feel the same way. And yeah, just kind of wanted to bring some other people in as we have this dialogue. Now I can't see comments or anything like that. Tommy, can you see comments? That's your job, man.
Let me
You got
see that. Yeah, my job is the comments.
yeah, you
Yeah,
got comment duty.
yeah, I can see comments. I
All
can see
right.
comments.
All right, cool. So let's kick this thing off, man. You got your prompts over there? You ready? You want
Yeah,
me
I'm
to take
ready, man. Let's
first?
go, man. Let's talk. Let's talk, man. Let's talk.
Okay, let's go. Let's get into it. All right. So we talking about like the challenges of being like multi-talented. And what really sparked this was like, man, just kind of feeling like, okay, in order to be successful, you gotta be one way, right? Like, or that's kind of like the common theme, right? Okay, you need to pick a lane, you need to stick to that lane, and that's just what you need to do. And as a creative, as someone who is multi-talented, it's hard to pick one thing, right? Like we could look at examples of professional athletes, right, who have played two sports, right? Everybody, Coach Prime, Sanders, prime example, right? You know, uh, an all world class football player, right? But also a really strong baseball player as well, right? You know, being able to play in the Super Bowl and the World Series, like who can say that they've done that? So you know, even along our journey, it's really about, man, how do we navigate these multiple talents that we have, where we could pick either one and be potentially fine with it, but how do we still feed both of those things, both of those gifts that God has given us, to still build out our personal brand, to still help, to still serve people, and kind of go from there. Anything you wanted to add about that, man?
Yeah, man. I know for me personally, dude, it's always been a challenge. Because I am gifted in a lot of areas, and it sounds so bad talking about myself. It's not arrogant, but no, but seriously, like being multi-talented. You know, I sing. You know, I play instruments. I'm a good communicator. I do photography. I do video. I create content. I do all these other things, and it's like, man, like being told so many times as like this is the saying that people use, right? You're a jack of all trades and master of none,
Yeah, yeah,
right? That's the one that they use to kind of tell us, hey man, you need to tone it down, you need to pick something and stay in the lane. But that phrase actually, the full phrase is a jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So all our lives we've been told, hey man, you can't be all over the place. And yeah, there's context to it, right? You don't want to be all over the place, but like just because I'm talented in other areas don't mean that like I gotta only do one thing.
yeah,
One of my favorite speakers and favorite people in the world, Kanye West, once said you can't put him in a box. We
yeah.
look at Kanye West, we call him crazy, and he has antics, but that dude is a genius in many areas. So
Yeah.
it's like, at what point and how do we navigate balancing our multi talents, right? So that's kind of yeah, man, that's kind of the story of me as well.
Yeah. So real quick, bro, you brought up Kanye. And I was gonna bring up Kanye too, right? That interview, something you can't put me in no box, right? And then, bro, I thought it was funny. Like my wife, she was watching what's that, the Kardashian show or whatever. And
Yeah.
it was an episode when I guess Kim, she was on SNL, and Kanye got mad because he introduced him as a rapper, or like he was like, oh, he's a rapper, you know, and then he took that as like a sign of disrespect or like slight, like, man, I'm so much more than a rapper. How could you say that about me, right? You know,
Yeah.
so bro, just kind of building on like what you said, man. Like, yo, I'm more than like just one thing, right? You know, like you say, man, people, and we talked about this too, like y'all, this next year is about to be crazy. Okay, so like most people who know me, or I can't even say people really know me, just to be quite
They
honest.
don't. They don't. They don't know you, dog.
Bro.
They don't know you,
You
dog.
know?
They listen.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Y'all think JT is just like this
Oh,
businessman, right? Y'all think
right.
JT is this serious. Listen, man. JT
Yeah.
is one of the funniest dudes I know. And I ain't talking about like funny, oh, that's my homie, he be making jokes.
Uh,
Like this Negro is one of the funniest guys I know. Not only is he funny, JT, can you still play the piano?
bro, I got some chords in me, bro. I still got some chords in me. You know,
Yeah, man. I always tell JT, man, I feel like people need to get to know the real
I
you.
lost you. Wait.
You
Oh,
know, they,
oh, there we go. Okay.
they need to get to know the real you, and I don't think people see that enough. And that's kind of like you said, what led to this conversation. What does the real you look like? You know,
Yeah.
and how is that perceived? You know, it's easy to get pigeonholed into one thing, right?
Yeah.
And you know, I know for me, you know, the majority of people that know me know as Tommy the singer, right? You know, I do music, I sing songs, right? I like to sing in church, I like to sing to the ladies.
Yeah.
That's what the majority of people know me. But I've been in this space over the last 5 years since my divorce to be able to create this new persona as Tommy, like the motivator, Tommy the speaker, right? And those people don't even know that I sing. So it's
Yeah.
like it's a really cool experience to be in a place where you're in a new environment where people see you as, you know, what you're currently doing versus you in the totality of who you are.
Yeah. No. I lost you. I can't hear you, man.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, okay, there you go. Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, nah, bro. So I was gonna say I made a joke earlier, but bro, now you're like, bro, when I think of you, it's not bad. Like I think of divorce. I think of
Hey,
divorce.
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
Like, bro, like never. It's in my head. Oh, this nigga, this something with divorce. Like, bro, that's why I was like, even earlier, like you posted about that sandwich. I was like, yeah, man, that's a divorce sandwich. Like, bro, I just, you
On the
know,
divorce menu.
yeah, it's on the divorce menu, right? You know, but like, but even in that, man, like it speaks to, you know, like the groundwork that you're doing, that new audience, your evolution, right, of what you know, what you trying to do, man, and even kind of like to what you said, bro. Like bro, like don't put me in no box, like, bro. I want to defy all the rules. I want to talk about whatever I want to talk about. I want to promote the business, however I want to promote the business, bro. And it's like, man, if that lands with you, if that resonates with you, cool. And if it don't, then I'm not your guy for this particular thing that I'm promoting, selling, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a complete, you know, package. And I kind of want to go back to what you said, and not to say that people like don't know me, like people know me, but you only know a part of me, right? Like people only you only getting access to, you know, this quarantine like part of me. Okay, the business got funding, credit. Hey, I need to get my finances together. Like that's only a part of me, you know. But man, there's like so much more. Like, and I just, like I say, man, I'm really excited about this new year, just this new season in general. It ain't just about something that I'm doing like you know, next year. This is like the rest of my life, bro. I'm gonna continue to build out platforms in a way for me to bring everything that I am like to the table, which is one of the reasons why, like, you know, I call myself a corporatepreneur, right? You know, I was in corporate America by day and then pursuing entrepreneurship outside of that. One of the things that led me to shifting outside of corporate was like, man, I felt like I had to play this character or this role just to collect my check. You know what I'm saying? I do my 40 hours a week or whatever. I got to play this role. They pay me pretty decent to play this role, but you know, part of my actual my inner me like was struggling, right? Like a part of me was dying like throughout that process. So that's what really pushed me to, you know, pursue entrepreneurship, be in these different lanes where I have the control, where I can do, create, and be whatever, you know what I'm saying, I want to be, and help people and have fun in the process, man. So yeah,
You
that's where
said
I'm at.
you said something that's really key for people who may be struggling with this right now. It's very important, and I know for me, hopefully for the majority of the people who watching this, it don't take a drastic life event to make you realize this. But when I went through my divorce, I got to a point where I realized that like I wore a lot of masks, right? In certain environments, I had to be this person. In certain environments, I had to be this person. And it started conflicting with who I was at the core, right? So I got to the point, number one, where I stopped caring what people think. And I became Tommy in every environment that I step in. The Tommy that you see at work is the Tommy that you see at church. The Tommy that you see at church is the Tommy that you see in the locker room. The Tommy that you see in the locker room is the Tommy that you're gonna see out on the street. There's no sugarcoating. I'm the same everywhere I go. I speak the same way. I use the same lingo, and there's a freedom to that.
Yeah,
But that comes with a lot of self-discovery, right? You have to take the time out to like really discover who am I really, right? You know, you may have all of these talents, but it's gonna take you to experiment with each one of them to see, okay, I'm good at this, but this ain't really my calling. I just know how to do it, right? And that's where the struggle was with me. There's a lot of things that I'm good at, but then there are things that I know for a fact that I'm called to, right?
yeah,
Just because I can do it doesn't necessarily mean that I need to like go all in on it. It's just a gift that I have. What I figure this out, okay? You know, because you don't want to be like you said, you was dying on the inside because you were wearing this mask and you were being this person that everybody expected you to be in
yeah,
corporate America, right? But you weren't thriving as yourself. It's really important that you take time out to like write. Like what I did was I took out a sheet of paper, real basic, and I wrote everything that I know how to do. I wrote down everything that I'm passionate about, and I wrote down everything that I feel like I'm called to. Like, what is the keeps me up at night? What is
yeah,
the thing that makes me cry? What is the thing that when I see it, I'm like, needs to fix? What are those things? And when I discovered those things, I started Xing out things, right? I started, okay, Tommy, just you know how to do that, but that ain't really something that you should be pursuing right now, whatever, right? In doing that, I narrowed down what it is, all the things that I feel like I'm called to, all the things that I know how to do. And I said, you know what? I'm going to focus on this one thing, but in the background, I'm still going to be doing other things just so those other passions don't die, or I feel like I'm not fulfilling who I am in totality.
no, yeah, bro. And you said something at the beginning of the conversation, man, and basically kind of paraphrasing, almost giving yourself permission, man, to want to be yourself in all phases, right? Like I talked about a part of me had to die, you know, being like in a corporate space, and I didn't like that. But bro, yeah, giving yourself permission to be consistent and freeing yourself from the prison of people's opinions, right? Oh, well, you know, dang, Tommy's like this or he's like that, or you know, whatever the case may be, right? Like, and I think even, you know, and I guess I can't speak, you know, for you, but even for myself, man, I think that was some of the reasons why I had to be different places in different environments, right? Now, of course, I'm not talking about, yes, there's certain etiquette and a certain way that you're going to conduct yourself in certain rooms for sure, right? But by and large, at the core of who you are, you should be able to be that on a consistent basis, you know? And so I think that comes with like, yeah, just giving yourself permission to do that and not necessarily always worrying about what people think. I think subconsciously, I kind of struggle with that a little bit, right? Like, we're just just perception, right? You know, I guess it's the human nature of me a little bit, but bro, like I'm to a space now where it's like, man, that stuff don't even, you know, matter to me. It's like, yo, this is the program, this is what I'm putting out, this is who I am, this is the direction. And you know, whoever likes it, you know, get with it. Hey, let's do business, let's build, you know, whatever. And like I said, kind of what I said earlier, man, if I'm not for you, I'm just not the guy or the person or whatever for you. And I'm so like much like at peace with that, bro. Um, yeah, and I'm just ready to continue moving forward in that lane, man. So like I said, it's not necessarily hey a new year, new me type thing. I'm just ready to kind of move forward with this lighter weight, with this lighter, I'm not holding on to what other people think or expect, bro. I'm going forward. Like I did an interview last week, man. I had a couple interviews last week, man. And I talked about Miles Monroe and how he talks about how the graveyard is the richest place in the world because that's where all dreams and visions and unrealized potential go to die. And he talks about robbing the grave of that and dying empty. And I'm like, bro, I got to die empty. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm not keeping nothing. And I'm not sitting on it, bro. If anything that I've been given, like from God, from vision, download, whatever that's in me, bro, I gotta get it out, right? I gotta get my stuff off, right? That's the best way I'm gonna say it. So right, whatever. Yeah, like I gotta get it up off me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, like that's really where I'm at. That's really where
See,
I'm
I was fortunate enough. It's just said fortunate. So my divorce really helped me understand that concept of like getting rid of other people's opinion, right? There was a period of time where like, when I went through my divorce, there were things that were said about me that weren't true, and like things that a certain person would tell people about me that weren't true, and people would believe it, right? But I knew the truth. Like I knew that wasn't the truth, and like I was driving myself crazy trying to convince these people, hey, no, that's not true. That's not true. But then one day it hit me like, whether they believe it's true or not, that doesn't change what's true for me,
yeah,
right? Whether they believe it, whether they believe me or not, I know what the truth is. The people who are close to me that walks with me day to day know what the truth is. Why am I going to waste my time trying to convince them of something I already know what the truth is, right?
yeah,
It was at that moment that I realized, yo, people's opinion really don't matter, right? They can think what they want, they can believe what they want, right? But if I know what the truth is, and the people that are important to me, that are around me, not just like my family, but like my core group of people that walk through life with me, if they know the truth, everybody else's opinion doesn't matter. It holds no weight. It doesn't stop. Their opinion doesn't stop me from eating. Their opinion doesn't stop me from breathing. Their opinion doesn't keep money out of my pockets, and they don't have to live the life that I have to live. So I'm going to focus on what I know to be true and what I want, and that's what really helped me, man. There's so many people out here right now that's living a life that they really don't want to live
yeah.
because of the optics of what it looks like to other people. Oh man, I got to work this type of job because I need people to think this about me, or people gonna think this, or I
Yeah.
can't date this type of person. Like it's some people right now that love big women. They love big women, and they love big women. They want them a big woman, but they ain't about to get with one because like, man, people gonna talk about me because I like big girls. I'm like, man, hey man, go get you a big girl. Go
Go
love on
ahead.
that big girl, man. Go
Yeah.
love on that big girl. I don't care what people think.
Yeah.
Go get what you want. Like get what makes you happy. What like pursue the things that bring you peace. Pursue the things that satisfy you. Right. I ain't telling you to wild out or anything like that. What I'm saying is, don't let other people's opinion, dictate how you live your life and what you enjoy in life. Right. If you
Nah,
like big women, get you a big one. I don't even know. Maybe that's a prophetic word for somebody out there. There's a big
you're a
woman
big
right now
woman.
that you want to be with, and you refuse to be. Man, go love on her. You hear me? That's what
Go
the Lord
love
told me
him.
to tell y'all
Go
tonight.
love him. Bro,
but
that's
on a
funny. Yeah.
but on a serious tip, there's people out here that's living their lives in a way that they not satisfied because they care what everybody else think, right? Oh man, they gon' my even with me, even with my family, there's no shade or anything to them. It
Yeah.
got to the point where it's like I don't care what my family think. Like whoever I date, whoever I bring home, it doesn't dictate the type of person I bring home to my family because I don't care what they think. I know what I like, I know what I love, and I know what I want. It has to be that way in every aspect, your love life, your professional life, your spiritual life, every aspect of your life. You have to be okay with these are the things that I want, and other people's opinions don't matter.
Matter. Bro, that's huge, man. And I was looking at like just some of these other notes and like prompts and stuff here, man. And you kind of talked about this. I'm gonna put you on the spot when I'm gonna ask you like this question, but you talked about like in your journey, like, okay, I know what I'm called to and I know what I'm good at that I don't necessarily just like need to go full force in. So if somebody's like listening in and they're watching us or whatever, like from your perspective, if I know I'm putting you on the spot, but like, bro, like how would you say to somebody, like how would somebody know if they're multi-talented? How do they know the thing that they're called to do and the things that they're just good at that are supplemental, but they may not necessarily need to be, type A directions or paths to fully put all their energy and efforts to. And I guess I'll personalize it from you. How did you figure out and find like, hey, I know I'm called to do X, Y, and Z. I know I'm good at this stuff, but this is the lane that I need to go. How like what was like that moment? How did you figure that out for you? Or is that too good of a question? Can you hear me? Dang, I lost them.
I'm back. I'm back.
Okay, you bet I can hear you, but I can't see you. Maybe yeah, but there you go. Okay, yep, there you go.
There
Okay.
we go. All right, man. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, here we go. So you said, what advice would I give? Okay, three things. All right. These are good ways to figure out to narrow down like what you're actually called to, right? The first thing you want to say, okay, what are the things that I'm passionate about? Okay. You write those things down, the things that you're passionate about. The next thing you want to do is go to like your friend group, your people group, your core people, and you ask them, hey, what am I good at? And then they'll tell you, you write those things down, right? And then you do like this comparison thing. Okay, well, they said I'm good at cooking and I'm also passionate about cooking. So maybe there's something there that I should investigate a little bit more. So, because I'm a spirit person, it's something I pray about, right? I sit, meditate, pray. Okay, God, these are the things that I'm putting on the table. I need help with you I need help to give me clarity, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll get confirmation through word of mouth, through maybe your the church you go to, or something simple as you could be watching the TV show, something that you've been praying about, something that you've been asking God about. They'll mention it in the TV show watch, or you'll hear a song lyric or whatever. Like God speaks through everything, right? So those are three ways that I use to narrow down what it needs to be on right now. Now, another thing I will tell you, just because you're called to it doesn't necessarily mean you're called to that forever, right? There's seasons in this, right? In some seasons, you're called to something and you're only called to it for that season. Then it's time to pivot and go another direction.
Absolutely.
For me in my life, there was a season where I was called to be a worship leader, right? So I was doing that. Then the season came where, hey, all right, well, I don't need you to be a worship leader anymore. I need you to be a teacher, right? Now I'm a teacher. Okay. Your teaching season is over. You did that. Now I need you to be a speaker, right? So there's seasons and you have to like navigate those seasons and like be open to change. You can't get stuck in, because we talk about people putting us in boxes, and sometimes we put ourselves in boxes. Sometimes we say, hey, oh man, this is what I'm called to. I'm gonna do this the rest of my life. But what happens when the gas run out on that calling? Yeah. It's time to change vehicles, right? It's time to tread another path, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to be aware of when seasons change. And one of the ways that you can tell when seasons change is when tension starts. Tension is always a sign that seasons are changing, right? We hear people always talking about cutting people off and all this other stuff, which I got a whole thing on people off. But there does come a time where tension may arise in certain relationships that you have, right? Or tension may arise at your job. Tension may arise in your finances, right? This is when you need to acknowledge, okay, something needs to shift right now, and I need to put up my antennas and see what direction is it I need to go in now.
Bro, you nailed that on the head, bro. That was pretty good. And I was like on the fly too, right? That was really good. And I say that was really good because we talked about having these multi-talents, these multiple gifts, right? And for someone, you may be struggling, which path to go to or whatever the case may be. Well, how about you focus on this gift in this season? And as the seasons change, as things change, now these other gifts can come to the forefront, right? When that tension happens or, hey, it's time to move on, it's time to pivot. Now these other gifts that you've been sitting on that you have, you can leverage them throughout life to keep you moving throughout the various cycles and different seasons. So it's a thing where almost...
I got it.
Go ahead.
I got an example, bro. I got an example,
Go
bro.
ahead.
All right. One of the things that's the struggle with people who are multi-talented is they feel like, man, I'm not gonna get to express this.
Mhm.
Sometimes you have to figure out, okay, I'm gonna do this until it's time to do this. Prime
Yeah.
example of this is Dwayne Johnson, right? Most people know him as the biggest action star right now.
Yeah.
He started out as a football player. Then he moved on to wrestling. Then he moved on to movies,
Yeah.
right? And there's people who only know Dwayne Johnson as the guy in the Fast and Furious or the guy
Right.
in this. They
Yeah.
don't know The Rock when he was doing the people's eyebrow. And,
Yeah.
if you smell, la, 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 la,
Yeah.
la, la.
Yeah.
They don't know that Rock. They
Yeah.
only know Dwayne Johnson. And he was successful as Dwayne Johnson, as well as successful as The Rock. You
Right.
know, so it doesn't mean like sometimes you just got to be patient. You know, one of my mentors told me, get known for one thing so you can talk about everything.
Got you.
Right.
Sure.
Once you build that up, build that one thing up. That don't mean stop doing the other thing,
Yeah.
but build that one thing. So now you have the credibility to be like, hey, I can talk about this because I have A, B, and C, because I've been to A, B, and C, because I've done A, B, and C. So you just got to be patient. That doesn't mean that you got to put that gift on the back burner. That doesn't mean that that gift will never come into fruition. That just means that keep, keep practicing behind things. You know what I'm saying? So when the opportunity comes to present that gift, it's polished. It's good. They got to knock the dust off of it.
Yeah. No, for sure, man. Yeah, you got to get a hot man to rock. You know what I'm saying? So like, if this is the gift, if this is the one, we gonna keep feeding it. You know, and then like you say, you build it up so you can transition on to something else. And bro, like, and to be quite honest, like that's the blueprint of what I see of a lot of business owners, celebrities, whatever. Like that's the recipe. Hey, you come up being known for one thing, and now people are starting media. Like, bro, like 50 Cent was a rapper, right? Like, I mean, he's still a rapper. Dude producing shows, got series, movie,
No, he was a gangbanger first.
Well,
He was
okay,
a gangbanger
the
first.
gangbanger first, right? Gangbanger, then rapper, right? And then bro, writing, producing show, like dude is out there. So I think, man, like this really gives some context and perspective to man, just like leveraging all the gifts and truly being multi-talented and what to truly do with that, right? I liked what you said with regard to people feeling like, man, I'm not going to be able to get this off. I've kind of felt like that in certain moments, like, man, how can I, get this off or weave this in or, whatever the case may be. But I think it's important to, kind of what you said, we get a hot man to rock, you build upon that one thing. And as different seasons, tensions, life happens, you can then pull out those other gifts that you've kind of been sitting on as well. Let me see. What else, man? What else? We got what we got in the chat, man? We got anybody drop anything in the chat? Anybody? We get any?
This chat a little dry, man. I need y'all to get some action in this chat, man.
It's dry. Okay, well, we have a whopping 2 viewers right now. Let's give it up for the 2 viewers, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, 2 viewers
tuning in. It's a sellout crowd, but yeah, there we go. But
my favorite book says where there are 2 or 3 gathered.
Come on now.
There I am in the midst. Huh?
In the midst.
Huh?
Come on.
We got 2. We got 2. Now we got 3.
We got 3 in the house. Is there 4? There's another one.
We got
another one. But no, man. So in closing, bro, I know we've been cooking for a little bit. I feel like we cooked for a decent amount of time. There was some good gems and stuff here. I'll lead us up too, man. I might let's clip this up, man. We can make some some content, continue building the brand. But in
follow us on all the platforms.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's commercial breaks real quick. So Tommy, where what you got going on? Let's tell the people what you got going on. Where can they follow you?
All right.
Get divorce sandwiches. So
yeah. So y'all can follow me. Yeah. Y'all can follow me on all social media platforms. Tommy Billups, my name. I'm on TikTok. I'm blowing TikTok up right now. I got a love-hate relationship with TikTok, but I'm learning to love it. So I'm blowing up TikTok and YouTube right now. So y'all can catch me on there, uploading things from creating content for there. Right now, I'm focused on my Born Again Bachelor's brand. We're launching in January. We did like a soft launch this past month, but we're going to launch in January. I'm starting this coaching program to help divorced men navigate life after divorce so they can achieve optimal peace by using my HRT method that I created. It's the method, that I use to process my divorce, to heal, rediscover, and transform my life. And I want to share that with other people. So that's what we're doing in January. Catch on. If you know any men out there struggling alone, because it's an underserved community, and there's not that many voices speaking to men. And I'm trying to be that voice for men. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm being a father, then working, balancing that. That's pretty much it, man. Y'all follow me, man. I got some things up my sleeve. Y'all gonna think I joined the Illuminati pretty soon. The way that God about to blow up, should wait my stuff. So yeah, catch on while the getting is good.
Awesome, bro. And just jumping in real quick. Of course, y'all, it's me, JT, the corporatepreneur. You can follow me on all handles at JT the corporatepreneur. So YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I got a love-hate relationship with all these social media platforms, but it's a necessary thing to continue to reach more people, man, and keep helping more folks. So you could tap in with me there. Also, if you are in need of funding for your business, right? Or if you just need funding in general on the personal side, on the business side, I want to help you, right? So I've got a wide variety of resources, classes. As a matter of fact, my Black Friday bundle is still on sale. It's the Business Credit and Funding Masterclass. The link is in my bio. You can click on that. I've got like 3 different bodies of work that I put in there: how to clean your personal credit, how to build it, build business credit, basically everything you need to fund your business, the nuts and bolts, whatever. All of that stuff is in there. And then also, too, I am going to be rolling out. Let me say this first. Also, if you are ready for funding right now, okay, so if you have a minimum 680 FICO score right now, I've got a link in my link tree that you can click on that says get funding. Click that link, schedule an appointment with our team, and we'll sit down and see what your options are to be able to get you anywhere from 50 to 100,000, $200,000 for your business if you meet the criteria. All right. So that's pretty much all I've got. I got some other programs and things like that coming up in the new year. Tommy and I, we're going to be collaborating, working on some things, right, with the brand building content. So stay tuned for that. And we might even have a collaboration project together where we're going to come together and help business owners, entrepreneurs, help establish themselves as brand authorities with whatever field they decide to go into. There's some things that we've been doing behind the scenes and some people who we've been able to help. And we kind of want to share the wealth and some of that information that we've learned and our travels and our experience as well to help other entrepreneurs build their brands as well. So yeah, that's all I got, y'all. We're gonna be doing more of these talks. There's a lot of, bro, like Tommy, you was on fire tonight, bro. Like you gave a lot of game.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you kind of you impressed me a little bit. Like I mean, not saying but it was cool, man, to kind of see you in the element, man, giving some game about being multi-talented, bro. So we definitely got to keep this going.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but that's all we got, man. We signing off. I'm gonna leave this live up too, so y'all can go back and catch the replay. And peace and love. Talk to y'all soon.
Hey, do me a favor, y'all. Everybody that's watching this, share this with 3 people.
Ooh.
3 people that you believe are creative that need to hear this. 3 people. Y'all ain't gotta share it with a whole bunch of people. Just pick 3 people. Yeah. Share it with 3 people. Tell them to watch it and tell them to share with 3 people. We need to get this message out, man. We ain't just doing this just doing it. We've been in the trenches. We know what it's like. We know what the experience is like, and that's what led us to like have these type of conversations and build what we're trying to build. Because there's people out there who feel like, man, they feel defeated. And we've been there. We both been there, feeling like we putting in work and ain't nothing happening and we don't know which path to go. Listen, everything's going to be okay, right? It's through conversation that you find yourself, you find your path, you find your passion. And I just want to encourage everybody out there that's watching this, man, the 4 people that's tuned in right now. Listen, because you tuned in, your life is going to be different from this point on. That's all I want to say.
Give him that word, man. Give him that word. Well, yeah. Other than that, y'all, peace and love. Y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. Share this out, like you said, and we'll talk to you soon.